Hello, all the galaxy of young minds. Today, we'll discuss indifference curve in this session. So for that, I will share my screen. So here you can see the title, indifference curve. So indifference curve will discuss, two broad area. So these broad areas are like, first we'll discuss definition of indifference curve. Definition of indifference curve. Then we'll discuss properties or feature or attributes or characteristics of indifference curve. Okay, so based on these two broad area, we are going to address two question answer. Okay, so these two questions are: number one, what do you understand by indifference curve? I repeat, what do you understand by indifference curve? Then second question, number two, discuss the properties of indifference curve or explain the features of indifference curve, or write short note on the attributes of indifference curve, or explain the characteristics of indifference curve. So these are the two broad area we'll discuss through these two questions. Now in the second case, see properties, then feature, attributes, characteristics. These are same, but the question may come like, discuss the characteristics of indifference curve, like this. Now today, also after the session, we'll have interaction session. During the interaction session, you can ask question, or you can give your question in the comments box also, or in the chat box also, and I will explain all those question answer. Next, we'll move to the definition of indifference curve. Definition, and we can say concept of indifference curve or meaning of indifference curve. Basically, an indifference curve is a curve that describes various combination of two product or service between which the customer is indifferent at a particular level of income. Now, see, if we explain this, definition of the indifference curve represents different combination of two product or service which gives customer equal satisfaction or same utility. That we'll understand through graphical presentation also. Before that, we'll go through indifference curve definition from another point of view, and this is like, an indifference curve is a graph showing combination of two goods that give consumer equal satisfaction and utility. An indifference curve showing combination of two goods that give the consumer equal satisfaction or equal utility. Now through this graphical representation, we will understand the concept of the indifference curve more clearly. Now here you can see description of indifference curve graphically, that is graphical representation of the indifference curve or description of the indifference curve graphically. Now here you can see in the y-axis good A is mentioned. Okay, then in the x-axis good B is mentioned. Now a consumer, like good A. Like this is basically good A combination. 10 units of good A. Okay. And 20 units of good B. This point may give satisfaction to the consumer. Now, see, we have mentioned there that various combination or different combination of two goods. So here two goods are good A, good B. Now another combination is like if we consider good B with 30 units. Okay, 30 units. Then good A having 12 units. This one, 12 units and 30 units of good B. This is one combination of two goods and this is another combination of two goods. Now according to the assumption of the indifference curve, these two will give the same satisfaction, same utility to the consumer. This is basically the basic concept of the indifference curve. Now again we'll move to the concept. An indifference curve is a curve that describes various combination of two products or service between which the customer is indifferent at a particular level of income. Okay, now this, how much satisfaction will give to the customer? Same satisfaction will be given by this combination. See, combination A representing good A having 10 units and 20 units of good B. Okay, then combination B. In combination B, 30 units of good B, 30 units of good B and 12 units of good A. This is another combination. But these two combination of goods gives same satisfaction or same utility to the customer. Next, we will move to the properties or features or attributes or characteristics of the indifference curve. There are 5 characteristics of indifference curve we will discuss. These 5 characteristics are also known as properties of indifference curve, features of indifference curve, or attributes of the indifference curve. Now these characteristics are indifference curve are negatively sloped. Indifference curve are negatively sloped. Later on, we'll go through the explanation and diagram presentation also. Second characteristics is higher indifference curve represent higher level. Higher indifference curve represent a higher level of satisfaction. Then indifference curve are convex to the origin. What I said, indifference curve are convex to the origin. Then number 4 characteristics is indifference curve cannot intersect each other. Indifference curve cannot intersect each other. Then last one is indifference curve do not touch horizontal or vertical axis. What I said, indifference curve do not touch the horizontal or vertical axis. Okay, now we are going to the detailed explanation and graphical presentation of these 5 characteristics or 5 properties one by one. Now this is basically the first characteristics and the explanation and diagram. Now we'll go to the detailed explanation through a diagram given here. of the first characteristics, that is indifference curve, are negatively sloped. Now here, like y-axis represent the wheat and x-axis represent cooking oil. Now IC means indifference curve. Now here we can see the indifference curve are sloping from left to right. It is sloping from left to right. Okay, and it shows that it is negatively sloped. Okay, now we'll go through Y. Now, if we consider the combination of goods, different combination of goods, different combination of two goods. The goods are wheat and cooking oil. Now, first combination. In the first combination, this is A. A is one combination, B is another combination. So, in the A combination, like consumer with OD. In the y-axis, you can see OD. OD quantity of wheat. And OE quantity of cooking oil. OE quantity of cooking oil. Okay, this can give satisfaction. OD quantity of wheat and OE quantity of cooking oil. This is one combination. Then combination B. OK quantity on the y-axis of wheat and OF quantity of cooking oil on the x-axis can give another satisfaction, okay, which is indicating by combination B. So this A combination and B combination gives, equal satisfaction or equal utility to the customer. And that is the reason that, indifference curve are negatively sloped from left to right. Okay, because here various combination of two goods means like OD of, wheat and OE of cooking oil. This is one combination, and another combination is B. OK quantity of wheat and OF quantity of cooking oil. This is, so these two combination will give same satisfaction, same utility to the customer. Then second characteristics. Okay, higher indifference curve represent higher level. Higher indifference curve represents higher level. Okay, now see, y-axis represent the wheat and x-axis represent the cooking oil. Now here, like we have seen that with a combination of goods, there is a indifference curve. Now here there are three indifference curve. IC1 indifference curve 1, IC2 indifference curve 2, IC3 indifference curve 3. Now higher indifference curve will give the higher level of satisfaction, because goods will be at maximum level in the highest indifference curve. Now see, like if we draw the combination of goods, so if the IC curve 1, their quantity of both the goods will be less, as it will be upward. Okay, it will be upward. It will be representing higher level of satisfaction, and in this case IC3 will give the maximum satisfaction to the customer. Then next, explanation and diagram of indifference curve are convex to the origin. Okay, this is another very important properties or characteristics of the indifference curve, and it is indifference curve are convex to the origin. Now see, in y-axis represent the goods and x-axis represent the x good. Okay, and y-axis represent the y good or good y. Here we are considering y as a good and x as a good. Y good and x good. Okay, x good in the x-axis and y good in the y-axis. Now, if we consider the y good, delta y, like see, there are 4 points in the indifference curve. This is indifference curve indicating by IC. Now here you can see 4 points, A, B, C, D. These are 4 different combination of 2 goods. Okay, what I said, 4 different combination of the 2 goods x and y. Now here delta y and delta x, this is basically the first combination of goods. Okay, then B, combination B, delta y, delta x. Then C, combination delta y, delta x. Then D, delta y and delta x. Okay, now you can understand why it is convex to the origin. Okay, now we'll go through more deeply, like A, B, C, D. Okay, movements shows A, B, C, D combination movements shows the willingness to substitute good x for good y diminishes. Okay, like as the preference for good x is increasing, good y is diminishing. That is, we can see here. Now for that we'll go through the first graph where we have this. Okay, where we have understand the concept of the indifference curve. Now if we think this, see, indifference curve having a U shape. Okay, indifference curve U, it is mentioned. Now here you can see, like if we consider it x good, okay, and this is y, x good, y axis, y good. So when the combination in the combination B, okay, combination give B, x good demand increases, y goods decreases, quantity of y goods required decreases. Okay, and this is basically we're explaining in the indifference curve characteristics, and this is basically the reason why the indifference curve are convex to the origin. Okay, so here you can now understand, good x, why it is convex to the origin. The slope of the indifference curve is negative and it will have a convex origin. Next, another characteristics of indifference curve is indifference curve cannot intersect each other. Okay, like you are seeing that here there are 2 indifference curve, indifference curve 1, indifference curve 2. Okay, and these are intersecting here, point B. But according to the basic assumption or basic concept of the indifference curve, this curve cannot intersect each other. Now we're going through why two indifference curve cannot intersect each other. Okay, now here y-axis represent wheat and x-axis represent cooking oil. Now here you can see two indifference curve 1 and indifference curve 2. Now first, if we consider indifference curve 1, in the indifference curve 1, with the combination of, these are the different combination B and E, which gives same satisfaction to the customer. Now here we can see OC combination of wheat and OA combination of cooking oil. And in the second combination E, OH combination of wheat and OD combination of cooking oil. And these two combinations gives, same satisfaction to the customer. Now, if we consider indifference curve 1, here, like combination B and combination F on the indifference curve 1 gives same satisfaction to the customer. Now, further, here OC quantity of wheat and OA quantity of cooking oil, one combination, and another combination is OG combination of OG quantity of wheat and GH, GF. Okay, GF quantity of cooking oil. GF quantity of cooking oil. Okay, so on the indifference curve, combination B and combination F give the same satisfaction to the customer. But this is if we look into this, now we can say that, point F on indifference curve 2 and point E on indifference curve 1 gives the same satisfaction. We can draw this conclusion from here. Okay, now if we draw this conclusion, will be a very funny conclusion. Why it will be a funny conclusion? Because this is not correct also. Because see, OG quantity of wheat, okay, in the F combination, clear? Then OH combination of OH quantity of wheat, OH quantity of wheat at the point E. So this is not the same. The quantity of the wheat are not same in both the case, in both the combination. Okay, so what is the conclusion we drawn? That was wrong. So we can say very clearly that, indifference curve cannot intersect each other. Cannot intersect each other. Next, indifference curve do not touch the horizontal and vertical axis. Another, important characteristics of the indifference curve is that indifference curve do not touch the horizontal or vertical axis. Now here you can see y-axis represent the rice and x-axis represent the wheat. Okay. Now, if we go through the basic assumption of the indifference curve, there we have seen that, various combination of two goods. Various combination of two goods are required. Okay, and through one good we cannot draw a conclusion in the indifference curve. Now here you can see like indifference curve IC. Okay, indifference curve. Now at point C, consumer are using OC quantity of rice. Okay, OC quantity of rice, but no quantity of wheat. No quantity of wheat. Then same way in the x-axis, consumer uses OE quantity of wheat, but no quantity of rice. Okay, so we can say that the indifference curve do not touch the horizontal or vertical axis, and it is based on the combination of two goods or two products. Okay, so as it is based on the combination of two goods, so according to this explanation and according to the basic assumption of the indifference curve do not touch the horizontal or vertical axis. Okay, now we'll go through the summary of today's session. Like today we have discussed definition of indifference curve, then we have discussed properties or features or attributes or characteristics of indifference curve, and there we have discussed 5 characteristics of the indifference curve, and these characteristics are: indifference curve are negatively sloped, higher indifference curve represent higher level, then indifference curve are convex to the origin, indifference curve cannot intersect each other, then indifference curve do not touch the horizontal or vertical axis. Okay, thank you everybody.